what they want it to be?
Mine's already
Alone,
changed.
stop gooning over there.
Gooning.
Doing a light skin phase.
Light skin face. Okay. But what's up, people? People, we're back. We're not back. Damn. New intro. Hold on.
Next.
New
Oh
intro. um. Oh yeah, I'm doing
Y'all just
intros.
let them in here with me. I'll take them.
She's that one over there. That one like right on the other side of you, Brandon. That one's gonna be a problem.
Cut it out. Get your shit together. Or unless you're over here, then you cut it.
Yeah, she's over there, that side for you.
That's anybody in this room.
Lord have mercy. All righty, let's start it.
Floor, stop crashing.
All right, my people.
Okay.
This is the Roundup podcast, and we have Anaya, Yuki, Blorf, and Jen.
And Junkie.
Now,
Hello.
for this podcast, we're just going to talk about random stuff and most likely just get mad at each other. Please forgive
And
us for
really
whatever
clever.
Brandon says.
Me. Just go ahead and dox my name. That's cool.
I'm so used to everybody's like
It's
real
just
name.
my first name. I don't care.
Oh
first
my
name's
goodness. I'm sorry. Can we get somebody else
Okay,
to do the
let's
intro?
edit
Falone, do
this
the
one
intro, dude.
Someone
me
do
to
the
do
The
intro.
script. I don't know the script.
There is no script. You just say it.
Oh.
All right, let me drag Faluki. My God. Let me drag Falone in the center. Then Junkie, you're on the corner now.
I don't like it over here. It's cold.
Okay.
Don't get nervous.
Okay. Hey guys, this is the Roundup podcast,
Hi guys.
Woo!
Can't forget
and
about Jen. Can't forget about Jen.
Wait, did we say Jen?
yeah, I just said Jen. Jen was the first one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that's what
She's more
she.
Did I
special
say
than
it
all
too
of us.
fast?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I might be a little drunk, so I might have missed it.
Oh my
Girl, she been pre-gaming all day.
So we're gonna talk about random things. You guys are gonna get to know us a little bit better,
And you're gonna wish you didn't, most likely.
yeah. I hope you guys enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they. Oh, yeah.
Junkie, do it. Say the thing. Say the words. Do it. Let's go.
All righty, we're gonna start this off. We're gonna start this off kind of strong. We're gonna start it off kind of strong a little bit. And
Okay.
I want this to start with Anaya. Anaya,
Okay.
what was your best and worst thing that happened to you in school?
Oh Lord.
I didn't really have that many bad experiences.
You can just give us a good.
Okay.
With our lives.
I think the worst thing that I've ever gotten into was when I was younger. This girl thought she could bully me because, I was really little. I had braces, glasses, and I ended up getting suspended for fighting.
Oh.
Because she thought she was going to mess with me. And then I ended up beating her up. And then her top lip got stuck in her braces. So that made it seem like I was more aggressive than her, even though she attacked me.
Girl.
And the warrants for the arrests are already out. We're not even.
And we
5
got 'em.
minutes in.
We got him.
And then the best thing that happened to me, I would say one of the best days was when I tried out. I was in the band and I tried out for all county and all state. I ended up making both. And one of the people that heard me audition came and basically told me that they wanted me to try out for a college. And basically, since I played 9 instruments, they told me I could try out all 9. And each instrument I play, I can make up to $90,000 in scholarship.
$90, huh? Can I have $5? Let me hold $5 to the
Yep.
name.
My tuition got paid. I
Lord,
played
our
my
foul.
life.
What
Yuki.
you need $5 for?
Don't worry about it. All right, Yuki.
Wait,
about
am
you?
I getting a different question?
No.
Same
What
question.
was the question?
Oh my goodness.
What was the worst and the best thing that happened to you while you were still in school?
Mm,
The word is gonna
honestly,
have to be different.
the worst things were the drama. Like literally drama. Anywhere from friendships to relationships to you minding your business. Honestly, I hated that.
I ain't gonna lie,
I
like
don't like
when
drama.
when you learn to like actually mind your business, you kind of
Drama
you
just still
feel a
finds
lot better,
you.
you know.
But the thing is,
Uh-huh.
drama still finds you, even if you minding your business.
That's true.
Because
But
That's
it's gonna
true.
always be other people
Ain't
minding
wrong.
your business.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. The best part, like you see, I love drama. Like I don't like causing
Blurf
drama,
looks
but
so
I like
bad.
listening to it. You know.
yeah, I like listening to drama, but I don't like being involved in drama. So don't involve me
Exactly.
in no drama. Because
Yes.
you're not
Blurf
gonna
looks
like it.
bad.
It's not gonna be pretty
Yeah.
when I'm
Dwarf is just
involved.
dwarfing.
Blurf is
What
what?
Hey
about you?
guys, I'm just listening.
All right, it's
Oh,
your turn,
the
dwarfing.
best thing.
It's my
Oh,
turn.
shoot, no. Oh my goodness.
Flown,
JK,
you've
go
been
ahead.
flown. Your turn's over. It's my turn. So,
No, let Flown go ahead.
I'm
She didn't give the
crying.
best.
Let Falon
They be mean
continue.
to me, y'all. But the best thing, I'd say the best thing is when I was doing something that I loved, like going to after school programs, doing step and dancing, I guess. Not even really dancing, just yeah, just making friends. And then I mean, there's half of those friends I don't even talk to, but
Oh,
and learning
the drama.
and learning. But yeah, that was the best things. Mhm.
I
Go
like
ahead,
that.
Okay,
Jen.
Blurf is next.
is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes.
It's just
I
about
thought it was
time to
Jen's.
say. It's about time to say I was homeschooled my whole life and I never went to public school, so I can't really comment on this.
So this is why he's the way he is. Anywho, alrighty.
Nah.
All right, Jenny,
Um,
go ahead.
the question is gonna be different for me because I'm still technically in school.
Well,
But what's
She's
the
in
worst
college.
things that's happened to you so far being in school?
I would say the worst thing that's happened so far, um, was this one kid decided he was gonna put hands on my sister, so I literally punched the living shit out of him.
oh,
Yeah, that didn't go down very well.
did
The best thing has ever happened.
wait. I got a question about the guy. Yeah, like what would you
What's the
do? You like
question?
give him a nosebleed or you know?
I guess you could say that.
Gave him a new nose at that point.
Lord. All right.
I think the best thing that ever happened was I got a couple awards for community service and stuff.
Like, were
Okay.
you a prisoner or?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Junkie would be the only one who understands that
Understands
because
what?
he was the only one in RTC.
Oh, being
Oh
a prisoner.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been a prisoner. Ain't no difference. They had us walking
So,
straight lines, talking about some 1, 2, but other than that, it was pretty fun. Like I liked it when we played football. Just a lot of football and dodgeball. That was fun. The best part about it.
Junkie, it's your turn. You gotta.
Um, the worst, definitely drama and the bullying. Um,
Oh my god!
yeah.
Don't even get me started on bullying.
Oh Lord, you got some bullying stories you wanna tell us?
Nah.
See why you
I
so
could drop a
nervous.
bunch of them. I don't think I'd ever actually stop talking about it if y'all asked me that.
hey, listeners, the best way to deal with bullies is to hit it with a quick little. Wah, wah.
You heard him.
Shit.
You heard him. Actually, don't put hands on people.
Don't tell them that.
Violence is always the answer.
You probably don't want.
It's not the answer,
Violence.
it's the
Lord, stop
solution.
crashing out. Gosh darn it.
I'm not crashing out, dude.
No, he's crashing. He's crashing.
He's crashing.
But yeah, I definitely
Lord,
say that.
stop it.
That would be the
You just
worst.
gotta
But the best would probably
put it
just
up
be
and
graduating.
Oh, I dropped my camera.
Lord.
He has pants on. Cause that would
Hey,
be so
guys.
bad if
That
he
would have
did
been.
it.
That would have been. You know, I'm not editing that out.
I got pants on, we're good.
I'm not editing that out.
No.
Hey, yo.
Let's not edit that out. I
Okay,
think
but
that-
okay. In my defense, me editing it, I have to have it on the screen, just like for like at least 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
just
This
editing.
man's over here with his mouse just like.
Oh dang! I missed it. I missed the spot. Oh man.
Yeah, this
That's
is gonna
crazy.
get controversial real quick.
Real
Just
controversial.
just a little.
Okay. What's the wait? Have you finished, Junkie?
Yeah,
I know
that
you
was
said
it.
don't
Like
finish the
me,
question.
the best part was just me graduating. I was so happy.
Oh my
I was the
god.
Yeah.
happiest person in the world when I
That's such a
graduated.
basic answer.
I don't
The
care.
worst part
That
I
is
was
just
the
the
mean,
Stupid,
best.
not
best part
for
I
leaving
you.
it.
That was
understand
the
You
where he's
best.
coming
graduate
from.
though.
Screw. Forget everything.
It's so hard because, like, okay, what people fail to realize, you're literally getting like all your credits and all that stuff. It starts literally as soon as you hit high school,
Yeah.
and then when
Oh
you
yeah.
like when you be playing around, focusing on boys or focusing on girls, and like not focusing on school and stuff like that. 11th and well, yeah, junior year and senior year, it becomes the hardest 2 years of your entire life,
Yeah, to get the
especially
credits back
senior
to it.
year, because you're on a crunch time. You have prom, you have graduations, you have your last school field trips,
Yeah.
and then all you want to focus is on prom and the graduating basically.
The good
And
parts.
yeah, is you don't want to. Oh, dang! Now I can't not dang, and now I can't graduate because I don't have this much credits. Dang, I failed this class. Now I have to hurry up and try to pass this. And in my second 9 weeks or whatever 9 weeks or second semester, you're rushing to get it. I understand where he's coming from. Yeah, graduating in high school is
Yeah.
difficult, so I
Yeah.
understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
spend.
cause some stuff you're just not gonna want to do. Like when you go in them classes, by junior and senior year, you pretty much over it. Like you just don't want to do it no more.
Right.
You
And
coming in
Oh,
with
everybody says
CJ
they
now?
miss it. They say like, oh man, I
Hmm.
miss school so much.
Half the time,
I
that's when
miss.
people just start looking for
no.
They like
school
I
and
miss
then
high
they stop
school.
coming.
I'm like, I was dancing off that stage. I was
Of
ready.
course you were.
I was dancing
And
off
you
that
also
stage.
gotta realize too,
Mm,
it's so many people that drop out of high school as well.
There's a lot.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially around here,
And they
people.
drop out at an early grade
Early,
level.
like as
Really?
soon as they turn 16.
Yeah, they just checked out
Is
mentally, and
that
it's
is
just
that why you
crazy.
don't like at the age of 16 you could just drop out? You don't need like a
Hmm.
parent's signature or nothing like that.
A lot of people, I mean, when I was in school, people dropped out at freaking 15,
Oh my
I was gonna say
goodness.
it was usually
at
like 15,
14.
16, oldest being like 17.
You
Because I
can
mean, at
drop out
that
at.
point, it ain't really too much your parents can do.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
drop out at any age if you just don't show up.
No,
No,
you
I'm
No,
don't
pretty
have to
sure your
show
parents
up.
I
go to
mean, it's
I
court.
don't know if
true,
they force
but
I'm,
you
that's
to
true.
or if they take your parents to
I'm
court.
gonna say your parents can go to court if you don't
No, no,
like.
I mean, I know somebody that dropped out at fifth grade.
Yeah, but I mean it's probably the parents' decision, right?
No, it was their decision. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't really talk to that person, but
Oh my
I know
goodness.
Okay.
somebody.
I just wish. I wish I was me.
Bro,
I wish I
I don't
could have
know.
There,
dropped
I
out.
mean, let me shut up. I was about to say something. But
What was you about to say?
Oh.
nothing.
What was you about to say?
Chat, get ready for the
If you
cancel
drop out in
section.
fifth grade, you don't know how to read properly. You don't know how to
I
form
was
a
gonna
sentence
say it's so
properly.
much education you're gonna be missing if you drop out that
Right.
early.
You
I
probably
s-
don't even know how to count. I mean, yeah, you probably don't even know how to count money for real. Let's be
Like
right.
you
for
don't
real.
know
In
the
fifth grade,
basics of English. Like they probably couldn't tell you the difference
Oh my
between a
god.
noun, verb, and
there and
adjective.
there,
I literally.
or hour and what it was. No, it's not hour.
Jen, what's the difference between there and there right now?
No, wait, what?
What's the difference between there and there?
I'm too drunk for this.
They are, or they're over there. You know?
Bear and bear, bear and bear.
I'm trying to figure
Hair
out which
and
Two
hair?
and
bear he's
two.
talking about.
Bear, as like bear, and then bear like bear skin.
Oh no! Don't listen to her. I said there
Two like
and
number
there.
two, and then the
Oh,
other two.
You also forgot bear as in like
Hour and
bearing
hour.
something.
That's insane.
Alright,
There
what's the
is
next one,
they
John?
are, or there is.
Huh?
What's the next one?
Oh shoot, we're going to the next one.
We're gonna skedaddle our way out of this question.
What? But I thought
No,
I like
because
the. We can talk
that
about.
makes
Can I
no
ask a
sense to me.
question?
The way
What's
he
your
said
question,
it.
Naya?
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna ask Jackie first, and then we could just move on over. What is one of the worst things you've ever done that you've yet
Oh
to tell
god.
like anybody?
Oh damn.
wait. Can't wait.
Um.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stealing in a busy store. Like, okay, we have this store called Apple Market. I don't know if y'all have that in y'all states, but
Flo's
Yeah, like the
face.
dude, we knew the dude who worked there. So like he went to the back. There was like 5 of us. We stuffed our pockets with so much stuff. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. But
Deceiving is
yeah.
wild.
So I'll say stealing. Yeah. No comments.
I thought somebody was next. I was waiting for somebody to go.
You can go.
I'm scared to ask Blur.
We're going down the line. Blurf, you go next.
Blorf's a good boy, I gotta think.
Blurf is not.
I'm a good boy as well.
The way me and below looked at each other.
You're right. I just see hello there.
I'm just like,
I don't know. I don't think about these things.
What's the question?
what's
What's
one
the
of the
worst
worst
thing
things
you've
you've
ever
done?
Probably just fighting, honestly.
Fighting. So you were
Fighting.
homeschooled. How would you be like fighting people and stuff?
I still had friends.
Oh, you fought your friends?
Still has a
Like I
job.
I'd fight random people sometimes.
Just random people on the street.
It
You
depends.
just see them and just.
Walk up. Hey, glove up right now. Come here.
Oh my god.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I've gotten into fights many times before. I mean, even though I wasn't in public school, I still was around that environment because I played for their baseball team, played sports for them, and everything.
I got you.
So like I'd be around and in the school for like certain events and everything, but I just wouldn't be like at the school actively learning there.
Ah. Okay.
Probably the worst thing I did. I think everybody would like back me on this. That was in that situation because there was one guy on the team. There was one guy on the team that was just a big hothead. He was a big like muscle bound dude. He thought he was the shit pretty much. And he said something to me one day. I don't remember what it was. And we just started. Oh, and he was a wrestler too, so he thought he was top dog, Conor McGregor type stuff.
God.
And he was messing with somebody, and I hated him so much that we just started getting into it. And I think I hit him over the head with one of my baseball cleats.
Oh.
Because it was available.
Flo's.
Oh.
That's not it.
Is he still?
He's alive.
No, I meant like how much blood gushed from the
Not
dude's head?
Not a lot. It was a rubber cleat. It cut his cheek a little bit. But we were scrapping, and he was bigger than me, and he was a wrestler, so he had an advantage. And
But I know they're not sharp, but them things are hard.
Yeah, but he was a wrestler and outweighed me by like 60 pounds, so he got me on the ground, and my shoe flew off during the altercation.
Oh,
and it was right next to me, so I was just like, you know what, dude? It worked.
Okay. Okay.
And then we were dudes, so we made up after that, and then never had issues again. That's all guys got to do to get over something. You fight one time,
I could never be a guy.
Why not? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. He just said something that was like, "How do y'all do that?"
What are you talking about?
What?
No, just randomly forgive each other. Like if somebody put hands on me, you were never being forgiven. Like.
Yeah, that's the difference between guys and girls when it comes to fighting.
Yeah,
you guys fight with normal enemies. We fight. We have that respect aspect around us now, and we're not necessarily. We're not really like cool with each other, but we're still like, all right.
We're like, oh yeah, let bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't forget.
If you throw hands with me first, I ain't got no respect for you because you got no self control.
No, if someone comes up and just like jumps you all of a sudden, no.
yeah. You might not forgive them then, but
if it's one of those situations like you really want to do this right now, and we're like, yeah, all right, and then you start scrapping, then it's like, all right, well, we hit our dukes, we got our licks, and we're.
But you know what? I feel like guys are way different than that with girls. Like guys, y'all fighting and it's over. With girls, it's like once we put our hands on each other.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know.
Forever. Like if we fight, I'm gonna turn you every way but lose.
You know, like when they say cat fight, it's because
way,
when cats fight, they're on sight.
I always tell people you better beat me up because if you don't, I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh, she's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if a girl loses a fight, they're still gonna find a way to get back at the girl.
Yeah.
Or whoever they're fighting.
We'd be like,
I'm not gonna say it.
What you about to say?
Oh God.
I'm gonna say I just do voodoo and just call it a day.
Oh no. You win.
No.
She said, "I'm
Because
putting
I feel
an
like
ancient
girls would
Latin
find
curse on
any
that hoe."
possible way to like ruin the person completely.
Yeah, but see, that's also why I don't really like fighting anymore because people take it way too far. Like,
Yeah, there's no fights anymore. It's
yeah,
someone's
like
getting
he's
shot,
going to show up
stabbed,
at your
like
house
murdered.
later with a gun,
Hmm
like type
Oh
thing.
my god.
Or like
No.
people be going for each other's family nowadays.
Yeah, that's too
Mhm.
much.
So I'm like, oh, never mind.
Like
Yeah,
the
some
mutual
people are
respect
just like
aspect of fighting is not a thing anymore. There's no such thing as like, hey, I have a problem with you, you have a problem with me, let's
Right,
duke it
let's
out
duke it out
and
real
get it
They
quick.
over
just
And
with.
then nobody's
it up.
safe, not even the kids nowadays. That's the
No.
sad
Yeah,
part.
Oh
they're not
yeah,
safe anymore.
that's
They really
insane.
said F them kids.
Right?
Cut that out.
No, we're leaving that in.
Ow!
We're leaving
I
that
already
in.
gave Junkie 2 assignments with my words. So
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's sad, and it's crazy because most of the kids are the ones with the guns.
the other
They're the
one's
ones
fighting the
with
most
it.
too.
Hell
That's
did it
true.
before we do.
I've seen a bunch of controversial fights and just all out not needed fights.
Oh yeah.
And it's never just
Fighting
one
people.
person, dude. It's always like a group, and then one person goes in, and then everybody's jumping everybody.
As
Yeah.
soon as that person started losing, that's when everybody want to jump.
That's insane.
Exactly.
That's insane. Any other question? I mean, did you want to ask Yuki?
I plead the fifth.
No, you can't. But
Dolores has
Anaya,
advised her to not speak.
what?
Hmm. Hey, you want me to go next?
Oh no. Oh yeah, you can. Or Yuki.
I have
Oh,
to think
Okay.
about it.
okay.
So the worst thing, I don't know if I can say that on stream, but if y'all want to know after this, I probably might say it
We
because
could
I ain't
always
gonna
Oh
edit
lie.
it out.
no, this is a podcast. You know, like feel free to talk.
You know what? Because I'm a changed person now.
Okay, she's changed, y'all. She's changed, y'all.
I am.
We got 10
So
minutes left before we gotta switch over.
it
That's
was
all
a
right.
couple of years ago. I think it was like 2019. And then I had this person that I was cool with. He was having a kickback. So he's saying, oh, if you want to come, he can. There's going to be food, drinks, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what?
Ooh, food.
Let's go.
Right.
And then it was this girl that I had
Whoa, whoa,
already
whoa, whoa,
fought.
whoa, whoa! If you don't mind me asking, what kind of food?
Hmm?
Junkie. Yeah, what food though?
Food. He had a lot of stuff: hamburgers, hot dogs,
Mm,
pizza,
Sick ass
you
invite.
know,
I'm already
all
hungry.
this stuff, all this stuff.
All right, continue.
And then there was this girl there. I felt set up in a way because, me and this girl, like this girl was there that I had fought. Now, mind you, I didn't care no more.
Right.
But this is my thing. If we fought and you took your loss, don't block me and then go on the internet saying like, oh yeah, when I see blah 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 is on site, blah blah, talking smack on the internet knowing that I can't see it, but I
Right.
still know what she said.
Mm.
So at that point, I was like, okay, like I thought that the issue was daddy, but when I see you, now we're gonna have to fight. So
Oh.
she ended up coming. I was still trying to be the bigger person because I'm at my friend's. I'm at my friend's house. I'm not trying to do all that there. Now, when you get to talking and saying stuff like, yeah, because I hate to beat somebody ass, I hate to do this X, Y, and Z. In my head, I'm like, oh, so that's what you want? Come do it. Because it's like she's not talking to me. She's talking to whoever she's with, saying
Right.
like, oh yeah, because I hate to do this, I hate to do that. So I just went up to her and I was like, do you got something to say to me? And then she said, well, I mean, I just told my friend. I said, I'm not asking you what you told her. I said, do you have something to say to me?
Right. Just know we
And
are
then
judging, by the way.
she said, well, if I know you heard me say, I said, I just want to see if you're going to say it to me. And then she just kept on talking in circles. So then I'm walking away because I was already starting to get pissed off.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just walk away. So she proceeds to like pick up a spoon. This set me off.
A
She picked up
spoon?
a spoon or a
Oh, a
fork or something.
spoon.
She started throwing stuff at me. So at that
Nah.
point, I
Don't
started
make
like
yourself look
charging
so
at her, and I was
funny.
picking up everything in my sight, and I'm just throwing everything. And my friends started picking me up, trying to carry me away, and I feel bad because I picked up one of the bottles and I threw it.
Sloan looks like, oh.
Like I just went. Luckily, it did miss, but everything else landed like
No,
every
like I wish she
spoon,
caught
fork,
it.
plate, everything else like hit her. And then I picked up the bottle and I threw it at her,
The whole bottle?
and then it shattered everywhere.
How much was in it?
And then we just got into it.
Yeah,
what
how
was
much
in the
was in
We went
bottle?
it?
outside and yeah.
How much was in it?
Hmm.
How much was in it? How much liquid was in it?
It was a little more than half. I'm not even gonna
Oh
lie.
my god, that's a full bottle. That hurt my
What was it a bottle
soul.
of? What was it a bottle of?
See, I knew.
Wait,
See,
what
this.
was it?
This is why I said I was judging because I
What
I
knew
don't know
this
was
was
what
it?
it
gonna
was.
happen.
I picked up the first couple of items. I was just grabbing stuff and just chucking
We
it.
listen and we don't,
Chucking
or
it.
we judge and we don't listen.
Oh no, I'm judging.
Listen,
That could have been like.
hold up.
What if that was like that expensive stuff, dog? That could have been that stuff straight from Russia, dude.
But my thing is,
It
if
could have
you
been
know,
$60.
I felt set up because it's like if you're supposed to be my friend, why would you invite somebody that you know I have beef with? And then I know for a fact if you invited her, you probably don't got her blocked on social media, so you see the stuff that she said right after we got that fight the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just
No.
felt like a setup, and then I just stopped talking to that person afterwards because it's like, why would you even put me in a space to have to be in the same place as this person when you know we have issues?
Right.
Okay.
And then the whole reason she didn't like me was stupid. She didn't like me over a boy that I never wanted.
Mm. That's
So yeah,
that's insane.
I had to tell her why I was my dad's daughter that day.
I like
But
it.
I'm changed.
She's changed y'all. We're still judging a little bit. That was a half. That was more than half a bottle, and that's why I said
Yeah.
that. I had a feeling this is where the story's gonna go.
It's a bottle of Jack Daniels, so it's some really thick glass. It's just like throwing a rock at someone.
That's
For
worse, dude.
for a
Jeez.
Jack Daniel bottle to break, you gotta throw it really hard too, cause they don't break
Baby, I
sometimes.
was chucking it.
She
And
chucked
she was on
like
a whole different side of the room because they were carrying me away. So I was trying to throw everything hard enough to actually hit her.
She's just emptying her inventory at that point.
Oh my god.
it's insane. All right, you think of yours.
Um, I'm not gonna say that one. I'm gonna wait for that one.
Oh
But
god.
the worst thing I ever
Alrighty, guys.
done.
So we're gonna have a Patreon. That one's gonna be in there.
Find it in the Discord.
I'm joking.
Dropping stuff that we
say-
can't say.
Stop looking at her. Come on, lock in.
I can't. I can't. I can't. I don't know. Can you go to Jen?
Jen, go ahead.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
She's like, huh?
Like she was talking and I was listening to her and I was like, wait, what?
What's
Why
something
are we
Okay,
bad?
going?
I'll say it. I'll say I won't wait. No, I'm gonna wait. But
Oh
I'm
my
gonna say this.
goodness.
So I basically I mean just like treated people. Well, no, I don't want to say this is wrong,
Mm,
but um I
my
did have
fault.
a friend.
Oh yeah, you're wrong for that.
Dang, I did have a friend or whatever, and every time she messed with a guy, and she would ask me, "Am I wrong? I mean, is she wrong for doing what she was doing?" I just told her no. I would
You're,
just tell her no, she's not
You
wrong
lied.
because
she was wrong.
every time I give her advice, she don't listen. So what's the point of me
Ah,
giving you advice if you're not gonna listen? Like I'm not gonna walk a horse to the I could walk a horse to the water, but I'm not gonna force the horse to drink the water
Yeah, good luck forcing a
because
horse.
Yeah.
it's a saying, it's a metaphor.
I
But
know.
yeah, I mean, she probably had like at the time, I think we were in high school. She already had like 72 bodies.
Oh, so you made it seem like you told your friend that it was okay to just go ahead and fuck the whole city. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, every time I
that's
say
way
like,
more than the
hey,
city,
like
brother.
We're gonna have
make
to
sure they
maybe
wrap their
just stay
willy,
alone
she
because
didn't
a girl
want
gonna do
to.
what she want with her body anyways.
Right,
Yeah.
right. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong
I
with
mean,
that.
that's not the worst thing I'll say I've done, but yeah.
It would have been worse if that story was about you.
Yeah,
So,
Oh, you want
that's
something
what
about
I thought.
me?
no, I'm not saying
Okay.
that. I'm just saying if that was story, it's like, yeah, I
I
got
mean,
72
then
bodies.
you could
Be
cut that
like,
one out. I
damn.
mean,
I'll build character. We're keeping it in. And
okay,
plus, I
yeah,
don't want to
just
work too much.
Yeah, it builds character. Okay.
go, Jen. You could go.
I was trying to think.
All right, next question.
All right, so
Don't start it. Stop bullying me.
Oh,
I didn't
we
do
gotta do
nothing.
another one too.
yeah,
I
in
think
2
the
minutes.
worst thing I've ever done was like, one of my parents hit me and I hit him back. I think that's got to be the one of the worst things I've ever known.
I'll be honest. She's brave enough to do what we never could do.
I wouldn't be alive if I did such a
I
thing.
meant to say, I feel like our parents put a little bit more into it when they were saying us. They don't
What's
put enough.
worse is when your dad
That's a
says,
story
"Hey,
for
just wait till we
another
get
time.
home," and you
Okay.
think he forgets, and all of a sudden he busts in your door like the Kool-Aid man. You're sitting there going, "Oh,
I never experienced that, bro.
oh, I did."
Oh, I got one more thing, but it's not as bad as my first one.
Okay,
Because I
go
just
ahead.
told my sister this, so I feel like I don't have to, worry about it no more.
Okay.
But my sister, when we were younger, she used to have a cat that I couldn't stand because he just would attack me all the time.
Oh, I don't
So
like
one
where this
time
is
she
going.
went to a sleepover and I threw it outside and I left it out there for a week. And then it finally ran away. And then when she came back, I told her, she asked me where the cat was, and I told her that I went to check the mailbox and it ran away and never came back.
Damn.
You lost her poor cat.
We listen and we
It was
don't.
scratching me at the door
Oh,
for like a week
God.
before it
Nah,
finally
we
gave
judge it
up.
because what the cat did to you for you to do that?
No, because
It
listen,
was
every day, like I would wake up and it scratch me. I went to the bathroom and then it would jump on me and attack me. I would try to watch TV in the living room and that cat beat my ass.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
man! Losing to a cat is
No, we listen and
insane.
we judge. That poor cat.
No, poor me. I got
we
attacked for no
we
reason.
judge and we don't listen.
That's right. I just told my sister this year what happened, and we were like, she was like 9, and I was like 10 when that happened. I'm 22.
Oh, she forgot about that cat in the week. Oh my goodness,
mm,
she forgot about.
I
Hey,
was
let's be
not.
real. Let's be real.
It
That
was
cat.
you.
Let's be real. That cat
She
probably
never saw
found a
that
better
cat
family.
again.
That cat probably got
You
adopted.
monster.
We're gonna say the cat got adopted. Okay.
It
Mm-hmm.
did.
Yeah.
By a
Yeah, that's what I
coyote
was gonna
stomach.
say. It had
The thing.
The thing is already done, my brother. All right.
All right.
All right. So we said, what are we on? We're on to a new question. Yeah.
Question 3.
All right.
Next question.
So we can get a little dicey if
Ooh.
y'all want to. Yeah. So Blorf, who's the
I know it's bad because
girlfriend?
he's starting with me.
Who's the girlfriend?
What do you mean?
You in a
Right now?
relationship? Yeah.
Not right now.
Oh, you single right now?
I am. It's
Probably.
complicated. I don't know what's going on.
Because I remember last time we talked. Well, not last time.
I think we're
Like,
good. I think we're back on track, but I don't know.
I'm
oh,
glad he actually had a girlfriend.
We're
is it?
figuring it.
We're gonna figure that out soon.
Jen, I think you're over here, and I hope it looks like I'm
No,
looking
you're
at
looking
you.
at me. You're looking at me, bro. You're looking at
Jen,
me.
over.
She's all over there.
She's all the
I'm
way
gonna lean
over
back.
there.
I'm gonna lean back
Lean back, Flum.
and lean back a little.
Lean back. Lean back.
That's-
I can't.
Oh shoot, that's amazing. But yeah, I was just saying because I remember last time you was like, I mean, I gotta leave to go meet up with someone. I was like, oh, okay.
No, I didn't do that. I had to go save Gotham real quick. That's what it was.
Oh, I
I'm
got you.
Batman.
It
I'm
saved
actually
Gotham.
Batman.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm actually
Mhm.
Batman.
So
They
Falone,
even got him under the sheets. Okay.
just stand on it. So Falone, out of everybody here, you've been in the longest relationship.
Huh?
I said out of
Okay.
everybody here. Wait, am I still cutting up?
No, you're good now.
You can
Okay.
now.
Out of everybody here, you've been in the longest relationship. How does that feel? That feels real nice.
It was really nice. I mean, it just gets difficult each year you go, honestly, because you're still learning about that person.
Right.
But then you have to remember to also love yourself
Right.
within loving somebody else. And yeah, they can be loving you stuff, but sometimes like it's difficult because like for girls, I don't know, I think Anaya can relate. Like with girls, they gain weight. So like I was
Yeah.
only like 96 pounds when Drake met me. Oh, well, yeah, Drake met me, and
Not that Drake chat. Not the Kendrick Drake.
and now I'm like 193. So I gained like over 100 pounds, and like I am not like my face filled up. My like y'all don't see my bones anymore. I don't look like a skeleton. I mean, it's good weight. Don't get me wrong. I love the weight because yeah, I love the weight. It makes me look fuller, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
But then you're like now your insecurities are hitting because like you're not what you used to be back then. and now you're comparing yourself like, dang, if I didn't meet this person, I would have still been this particular size.
That's
And then you're
true.
like, but I love this person and they took me out of a toxic state that I was in, and now they're my light and like the light, the sun to my earth. But then you're like, dang, now I really want to go back to depression and get smaller. But it feels nice.
It
I
feels nice.
5 years, so
So
I wouldn't
what?
trade it.
So what advice would you give Jen, someone who's younger than all of us and
Um,
who's still in a new relationship?
Jin, listen,
I
Wake
I
up,
would
please.
tell. I mean, I
What?
would tell
What?
her.
What?
I would tell her, don't think your current boyfriend is gonna be your future, if that makes sense. I thought that, and look at me now after, I'll say 3, 4 relationships, and
yeah, you don't want to
I've
end
been
up like her.
into like 3 real relationships, 2 real relationships. One was somewhat a situationship. We'll talk about that as a 17 plus one.
Okay.
But and then now I met Drake, which is like a serious relationship, and I feel like once like me and Drake always have this conversation where we say like, dang, like we're still learning each other, and plus like this is our first adult relationship because like
Yeah.
18 plus, like, your hormones are different, like everything is jumping. Yeah, but I'll say like the boyfriend that you have now is not going to be your future later on,
More than
and
likely.
I'm like,
Yeah,
you
that's
I
might
can
always a
see
think.
Okay,
that
change.
for
that's
them.
now. Okay, now I don't know. It's very possible, but it also is not always very likely.
Yeah.
I mean, but I can attest too, because before I got with the boy that I'm with now, like I can openly say it now. You know, at one point I was in a 7 year relationship, almost 8. That was my high school sweetheart. I was engaged, and it just didn't work. Like, you feel me? I had to let him know like the person that I was ain't the person that I am, and because of things that I was battling with internally that he couldn't understand, plus things that I feel like he needed in a partner that I feel like I couldn't fulfill. You feel me? You could want it to work, but
It's
we
You
not
had
can't
to
always
step
force it to
away
possible.
from
work.
each other. We had to let each other go. And I still have love for that person, but I just wasn't in love with him anymore. And
Oh,
then
really?
it took me a while, but then I ended up meeting my boyfriend now. Mind you, me and my ex were together even when we were adults. And it felt like we got so far gone to where I was so open to living together to the point where, and then after that, when things kept going left, I was just like, I don't think I want to live with you.
How
But
old?
me and my boyfriend now, we live together, like we work together. This works for us.
Nah.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I found a soulmate unexpectedly. It wasn't even meant to be a relationship.
I can oppose to that. Like literally, me and Drake was never supposed to happen, and I always tell people this: the least person you expect that you're gonna end up in a relationship is the person that you fall in love with, and that is like the long term relationship right there. Like when you least expect it, when you don't force it or anything, and it just comes genuine. I feel like it's just like
Now, I'm
sparks
not gonna
fly.
say that who you're with right now isn't gonna be your forever. Everything's different from everybody, but you have to learn to love each other through the good and the bad. You have to love each other through the negative times, the positive times. You feel me? You're gonna go through things. He's gonna go through things. But the question y'all gotta ask
can y'all
yourself
survive
is,
that?
can y'all still love each other through all of that? Like,
Yeah, I
you
would
might,
say
it might
that.
not be as bad now, but as you get older, you're gonna probably go through a lot of stuff
Yeah, I would
that your
definitely.
partner won't understand.
Oh yeah.
Me and Cologne have talked about that before. I will definitely say it's harder when they have issues going on. It's
And then
just a matter
also
of trying to figure out.
when y'all get older, you gonna have to they're gonna have to get the mindset of this
Remember
isn't
touch
high
sticks.
school anymore. Like I feel like he got so used to a certain version of me to where when I started getting depressed,
Floor.
I started going through things.
Floor.
I had to move a certain way because I was traveling,
I'm over
I was
here.
going to
Touch sticks.
school, I was pursuing my career.
Oh, you over
It really just depends
It
on
took
what
a
you
there?
toll.
like.
You on this side?
For
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
I like
okay.
how Junkie and Blorf are just sitting there like,
Okay.
Touch the
okay.
face.
I mean, because this is a real
Yeah.
discussion, though. Like, you gotta really, really think about it. Like, right now it could
Excuse
be
me.
fine, but you gotta really communication, trust, and
It's
everything else is gonna play a factor in how this whole thing goes in the future. Like, prime example, I was nursing. Like, I'm in a nursing field. It is so hard. Like with the field that I want to do, especially with me wanting to be a nurse practitioner, it is so hard to keep a relationship because some men, they love attention, whether they want to play it cool or not. I feel like men love attention. So it's like when you got to do your work, you have to sacrifice time for school and just do other
yeah.
things. And you can't sacrifice that time to go towards them. They could feel a certain type of way. So that
Yeah.
played a deal breaker in, you know, like my whole other relationship as well. Cause some
Yeah.
men won't understand it. They'll think like, "Oh, you're just making excuses. You don't want to make time for me. You make time for what you want to make time for." But it's like
It really
when you're
just
going
depends on
after
the
something, you got
person
to make
because
sacrifices.
some people aren't gonna understand that and some people will and they'll be open to the thought. Hold on.
I mean, some people just become a version of a person you never thought them being, and then like Anaya was saying, it just like it kind of changes everything. Cause like, oh, I started to love this person, and now it's like I'm with someone completely different, and
With
it's not
somebody
like what I
way
want
different.
type thing, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened with me and my ex. Cause like we were good the first time and the second time at first, but then after that it was just like, okay, this is different. Kind of suck now, and not in a good way. That sounded bad. Hold on, cancel me. But no, it was just yes, Falone.
Oh, no, I have two questions. Oh, that's crazy. Like you raise your hand. But I have two questions. It's one for Naya and one for Junkie, since we're on this topic. So for Anaya, so okay, I mean, for me it was a little bit different when I started falling like out of love for somebody. When did you realize you was like, I'm not in love with you anymore?
Pretty much what Blorf said. After a while, just they changed a lot.
Yeah,
That's
but
I
like for her,
mean,
like what made her to the point where like oh like the spark that I have for you is not there anymore. Like when
oh,
did you
I thought you
notice?
was like
Because
I thought it was a
she's
question for
saying like
both of
she was in a
us.
7. No, no, your question is different from
Oh,
Anaya's.
oh, why is her question?
Like
so basically, I feel like I'm the type I emotionally detach before I physically detach. And it's like I was trying so hard to make it work, but when it felt like problem after problem after problem, and no matter what, I was trying to ride with this man, be ride or die for this man. Like looking back on it now, if I was to tell you like everything I put up with, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but everything I put up with because of how much I love this person. Like you
mhm,
said before, like you gotta love yourself. And you feel me? Because I was starting to get so depressed, I didn't love myself as much as I should have. And then it showed with me putting up with some of the stuff that I did.
mhm.
So I feel like I started to emotionally detach, not just from him, but just everybody. Like I went through a whole depression, and it literally made me spiral to the point where I just was impulsive. I had to move out. I had to, find a job to financially support my like. Before me and my boyfriend were living together, I was doing this by myself. You feel me? So it's just like I had to take that leap on faith. I had to hurry up and move. Like I'm the type I'm not too scared of change. Sometimes like I feel like you gotta get uncomfortable to get comfortable, and I feel like I was getting too comfortable in that depressive state.
Mhm.
Right.
And you know, did you know, I've been depressed before, and I just told myself like I'm not going back. Like it was so bad to the point where I was like panicking because I'm like I'm not going back to that
Right.
place.
You gotta keep in mind,
And
like
it
this
felt
is your
like
mind.
he wanted to understand, but he couldn't. And then on top of that, I was still dealing with the stuff that he was kind of throwing at me along with life kind of kicking my ass. It just felt like
No.
all the odds were against me. And once I separated, I got my
Get him.
job that I have
Get him.
now. I got approved for an apartment. Everything just went like And as sad as I am to say that, like I feel like I had to let him go to learn how to re-love myself and everything to get back on track. Like you can pray and pray and pray and say like, God, can you please remove certain people from my life if they're not supposed to be there? I was clenching to keep this man there, and as soon as I
Mhm.
let him go, everything made a whole 180. So
That's kind of similar to what happened with me. Like I got very emotionally detached because the way things were going. It was just like we're not even like it was like we're strangers talking to each other again.
Yeah.
And it was like I couldn't I kind of like forced myself to be emotionally detached because like I couldn't
Yeah.
bring myself to actually like leave her or like end it because I did, but I just didn't have like the emotional strength to do that type of thing. So at that
that
point,
was
I
one of
was.
the hardest things to do though. Like people don't talk about that. Like breaking somebody like I feel like it was art it was already hard for him because of the situation we were in. It felt like we were already starting to get he was trying it was like he was trying his hardest to get close to me. And I felt like a and excuse my language, I felt like a cold heartless bitch because I was spraying away from everybody else.
Mhm,
Like at that point I knew I was emotionally detached. Like I still loved him, but how I wasn't as in love with him as I was,
mhm,
but I feel like I love him too much to hurt him, and I hate that it went the way that it did. But sometimes I had to think about it like this: I'd rather hurt you and tell you the truth, and you respect it, and you feel me, still have respect for me, versus I lead you on, hurt your feelings, and then you hate me forever.
mhm.
We were so like before we started dating, we were like this. So it's just like I'd rather you be upset now and respect me later versus I lied to you and lead you on and you hate me forever.
Right.
Yeah, that's very similar to mine because like at that point, once I became detached, I was like, I was actively like looking for a concrete reason to like end things. Like I was hoping like oh she'd cheat on me or she'd do something horrible. It sounds horrible, but I was like, dude, give me a reason to where I can
You
like
don't
end this
feel
and
as
not
bad.
feel yeah.
I'm
Because I
sorry.
feel bad just
Continue.
saying, hey, this isn't going the blah blah blah. It's going the way I thought it would. I was like, find somebody else, please. Let me leave. You know, type thing. I had something else to
No.
say. I don't remember what it was.
Dang it, boy.
I got lost. I got lost in the sauce.
Got lost in
Yeah.
sauce.
But I
Oh,
mean it was definitely hard. Like I said, we were engaged. Like I was ready to say yes to this person forever. Like it's so hard to really get that far from like I want to spend forever with this person to I don't think this is gonna work. Like, and I
Right.
had to explain that to people because they weren't understanding. But I'm like, that's not something that happens overnight.
sometimes it's the right people just at the wrong time. Like
That
you
too.
Yeah.
always hear about wrong people, wrong time, but sometimes you guys are soulmates, but it just the way both your lives are heading, it just doesn't line up in that time. Like maybe oh yeah, maybe later on you could end up fixing things,
Yeah.
it'll be better. But if like especially in today where everything's so expensive and everything, when you can't do like a traditional like oh someone stays at home and someone works, when you gotta have two jobs to support, and then everybody
Yeah.
has their different schedule, different days off, everybody has their different group of friends. It's like you're it's not really like compromising to make time with each other, but it's like you kind of gotta force it because you have no other option, or else you're just like not gonna see each other type thing.
Right.
It's just
That and
nowadays it's
then
just
I
way
will
harder.
say if you feel like you're gonna break yourself off from somebody, I felt like that's another place where I went wrong because I got so comfortable with this person to where even when we were over, before me and my boyfriend got together, it's like I still found myself going over his house. I still found myself mentally checked like I was mentally checked out, but like emotionally still invested in this man, physically
Hmm.
still invested with this man. When I met my boyfriend and I cut all ties, it's like I still care and I want to check up on him from time to time, but like we don't even talk as much anymore. But you know, you don't really think about stuff until you really sit back and really think about it.
Right.
Yeah, for me too. It's like it sounds horrible, but the only way I can like fully get over somebody is like I gotta be with someone else. Like that's when I can fully like okay, this person's out of the way. I gotta build a new connection almost. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to be like cliche and be like oh it's like a piece of me was missing, but it's like I have to be like
You gotta
I don't want to
replace
say
that.
loved by someone else to forget somebody I used to love or type thing, but it's almost like it's just not weird having that anymore. And I always try to go back or like think about doing it until like I'm with someone new and I'm like, okay, I'm finally over that. And then it happens again. I'm like, well, back to square one. Yay!
I mean, it happens.
It's
It
it was a whole
happens.
different thing for me too because like having to do everything over, like me, like get to know somebody all over again, really go on dates, really get to like meet the
Mhm.
family, and then even introducing him to my family. Like just imagine like a year or two ago, I was saying like everybody just know this person, like, oh, that's her boyfriend or fiance, to me coming this year and like, hi, this is my boyfriend, and everybody looking around like, what the hell?
Another one? Like, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm very old school when it comes to my relationships. Like, I want to be the provider of the family while like girlfriend, husband, wife stays at home. It's like stay at home mom kind of thing. That's just my like. I'm not gonna force somebody to do that, but that's
Hey,
just how like I look at things. You know.
I'm be honest. I mean, I used to be that way, and then like I actually started working, and I'm like, I mean, if you want to make all the money and let me stay home,
Yeah, I
I'm
feel you. I
okay
feel
with
you.
that. You know.
I feel you. But it's like the dynamic of relationships has completely shifted from it was 20, 30, I don't know, 40, 10 years ago, you know. I said those numbers backwards, but
Yeah.
it's
But
just the mindset is different because
it's
everybody has
very
their own
different.
thing. Everybody's more, I don't want to say self-centered, but they're like
A little bit.
more focused on themselves.
Way
I think
But
it's
more.
it's not
just like
even
the
that.
age of
A lot
social
of these
media.
people aren't in relationships for like long term and marriage. Like even now, like half of the time, like somebody literally was trying to ask me like, what's the difference in like the biggest differences in being like a girlfriend or a wife? And it's like being in a relationship and being in a marriage, like completely different.
With a marriage, like that's something like you have signed a paper, you've made a vow to like
Yeah.
no matter what
Like
happens,
you're
we're
trying to
gonna
be
work this
loyal to
out.
that person.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna like through thick and thin, sick or in health, like
Yeah.
you're
I don't do
basically
I don't do situationships. I date to marry. That's just me.
Hey man.
'Cause
Same
yeah.
bro.
And I mean, a
in my
lot of
opinion,
people
it's like what's
don't
the point of being with
anymore.
somebody if you're not Sloan, stop squishing my head.
Clock
It's like
it.
what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not gonna like try to see it through? Because in
Yeah.
my mind, that's the whole point of a relationship. You like this person, maybe you want to spend the rest of your life with it. Let's see if it works. Let's see if we get there. That's just me though.
Right.
But I mean, you gotta also look at this generation as well. And no offense to
Mhm.
like the single parents, but it's like even then, half the time they'll be together, be in these situationships, have a kid, and then they don't even want to be together.
Right.
Yeah,
Like this generation is just different
J-
than the people back in the day.
the level of commitment is not there anymore. Any little
It's
thing could
not.
end any relationship, and there's like no talking about it
Right.
at that point.
Like, yeah, they just want to have fun and then go on to the next person, and that's how diseases even spread. I don't know. Me is different. I say me is different, but yeah, me is different because Blorf said, um,
Who?
I rather
That's
Okay.
me.
date to marry because I mean I think that's
Y'all want to
why
see my
That
ID
guy.
real quick?
okay, I think that's why me and mine are so like
They're
eager
inseparable.
because we want the same things. Like we don't want our kids to have and like once again like no offense to like my single parents, but I don't want my kids to be in
Public
A
school.
separate
broken home.
households.
Mhm.
I want them to see like their parents madly in love. Like I want to have stories to be like, oh yeah, me and your father, we've been together for 4,500 years and we're
Damn.
still in love.
Are you guys
Especially back when the
vampires?
dinosaurs were around.
Like,
Mama, I
like
remember when we were in the
like
dinosaurs.
I want them to see like my pupils turn into hearts. I want them to look at their father,
I might want to
even
get
if
that
I have
checked
a
out if that actually happens.
I want them to look at their father like, dang, like daddy loves mommy so much. Mommy loves daddy so much. I
Yeah,
don't know, like
you want to set them a good example of what how
Right.
somebody should be loved,
how
like
yeah,
how you
how
should
love
treat
is
someone.
supposed
Yeah.
to look and be like I don't want my kids to be in situationships. I mean, you live and you learn when you're in your teens, yeah, but once like you hit 17, 18, that's when you start getting into like actual like long distance, not like a long distance relationship, but like long
Long
term
term.
relationships, yeah.
C-
And it was a struggle. Like
Nowadays,
But let me
who does
say,
sorry.
sometimes depending on what it like the circumstance, because like I will say after that relationship, I was kind of going through a heartbreak, so I had a situationship, and but it was only because I literally told them like I was still going through heartbreak emotionally. I felt like I wasn't capable of being in a relationship. Like, don't get me wrong, I let that person go, but it's
But you
like
let her go.
I'm not gonna open the door if I feel like that door
Oh,
ain't closed. But that person was really he was really like set on pursuing me. So I just
Mm.
let it be known what it was. So we were getting involved physically, and then he ended up catching feelings. But I've told him like, at that point I was scared of catching feelings again because it's just like I fell in love with somebody. Like I feel like I took so many sacrifices, did so many things being in love. It's just like I don't think I want to be in love
mm.
right now. I don't
I
want
think
to test the boundaries of love right now.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with him. Like it wasn't supposed to be like that, but feelings ended up getting caught on both ends.
Lord.
And then he just let it be known, like I know what I want, so just let me know when you're ready. I'm right here.
I feel like that's the main issue nowadays too. Is like communication still, because like any little disagreement or argument, you feel like it
They
could
just
just
ready to
like
cut it
end
off.
things. Yeah, there's no like back in the day, you could like you can say anything and
You're
get
saying
your
like
licks
back in the
in.
days, like we're old.
I don't know. Whenever I say back in the, I think like the '60s for some reason.
Yeah.
And I
Like I
feel
was
like this
born in
Yeah.
that.
generation is also so sensitive.
Yeah,
They're
that's another thing
very
too.
sensitive.
That's what I felt like with my ex. It's like if she started
Like,
coming at me with something and I started firing back, I felt like it's just gonna end right there. So most of the
yeah.
time I just shut up.
Exactly, dude.
And then
Like,
when the time
that's
I
the
did say something
worst.
because it bothered me so bad, it felt like it got flipped on me, and I'm like, okay, why? And then she's like, why don't you text me all day? So, fucker, I don't want to at this point. Because every time I text you, you're either mad or you seem upset or you have something new to
Exactly.
say. Or if I try to bring up something, if you bring up something that you don't like me doing, I got to sit down and take it regardless of anything. But if I bring up something you don't, you try to spin it around on me saying, oh, but you don't do this or you should let me do this or blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, what's the point? I'm like talking to a
Oh,
toddler right now.
it's like most guys go through this. It's insane.
Honestly.
Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Even the girls, too. Like,
Yeah, a lot of them.
it's a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you can't have two people that can be at each other's throats and be fine the next day, it's like, what's the point? Because you got to be able to speak to each other, whether that's like you're arguing or you're just like trying to communicate something. If you don't listen to the other person and try to because relationship is all compromise. You're never going to get 100% of a person. You got to find a middle ground there
Because I
if
will
you really
say,
want to be with
I
that
feel like
person.
when it comes to women, we're very much emotional beings.
Hold
Like
on, let me get my notepad real quick.
y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Like men feel things, but when a woman feels something, we really feel it. And I ain't gonna say that all women are like that, but majority of us are. We're more emotional beings than men. So it's just like I feel like we tend to overthink things more than men do. Like to
In a
y'all can
in a
just say
way.
like the sky is blue, but then we'll be like, is it really blue? Did he mean it is purple? Did he
That's
mean that it was orange?
that's mansplaining. That's
I'm about to
mansplaining
say,
in a
I'm gonna be
nutshell.
honest. I think what you're. I want to say just women. I say like there's a lot of people like that. You
Yeah.
know.
The sky's blue. Why? I don't
See,
fucking know.
I'm gonna
It
say
just
that's
is.
exactly like me. Like,
Like a
yeah,
guy can convey a whole uh story to another guy in like 2 sentences.
yeah.
You can
That's
be like, "Oh yeah, we went to the bar, we had some drinks, this guy got in a fight." Oh, dude, that's cool. And that's
No,
it.
we go into detail,
yeah.
like
Exactly.
detail.
That's why I love just having like girls as best friends. Like a few of them. Like you gotta balance them out. Like you gotta have the bros, then the girls. You know what I'm saying? Because the girls they got some teeth, dude.
We got
They
They got
have
some
tea.
teeth.
tea,
If you look
and
at
when they
the
go into their stories, it's
Woo!
detailed.
It's
if you look at a
detailed.
timestamp of a guy calling another guy for advice, it's at the most like 3 minutes. If you
3 minutes.
look at
Yeah, like
something from a girl, it's
we
like
tell it
four
what
hours,
happened.
dude.
We just say what happened, dude. We're like, okay,
And
I
most of the
got you, bro.
time, and probably like a minute and a half of that is just telling the other person to stop being a bitch, pretty much. Like, hey, man up, come on, snap out of it. There's
I
like
don't
three
know.
words of advice, and we're like, ooh, okay.
I think
Okay.
females are more detail oriented, and guys are just like, oh well, fuck it.
Yeah, get to the point.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's pretty
Y'all are
much
way
what it
more
is.
nonchalant for sure.
I think it's just the way guys and girls are like programmed, like mentally programmed too. It just depends. Because, like I said, guys are Women are more detail oriented. Guys are just like, we want to know the outcome, and then we decide from there. Like a guy making a plan is, hey, let's go to the bar. When? 7:30. Got it. A girl, hey, let's go to the bar. Oh, when are we going? What are we getting? What drinks are we doing? Who else is coming?
What should I wear? Are we dressing
Yeah.
fancy? Are we dressing casual?
You'd be like,
Like if
"Where
you
we gonna
text a
go
guy,
eat?"
hey, we got to fight. Where? Here. All right.
Alright.
Run at the block on the hops type shit.
That's
I don't want to
actually-
cut this off because we've been going
Yeah,
hard on
we-
this,
that
but
was a
this is a
whole
long
segment.
segment. It's a long
is-
segment,
It is a long segment. It's
and we
okay.
got 7 minutes left.
Got a
We got
lot of
7
footage.
minutes. Yeah,
do.
we gotta get it. We gotta get them out, and I ain't gotta work too hard. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I am going to be editing this.
You want me to make your job harder right now? I can.
Don't do it.
I feel bad because Jen hasn't spoken.
I was just about to ask you
No.
something.
Jin's over here taking notes.
No. I started overthinking like halfway through, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna.
You said you're overthinking, or
No, I was thinking this whole time because I explained all this to Jin before. Jin before.
my boy
Just-
Jim?
We went back and forth for like 20 minutes. So
Oh my
it's funny.
goodness.
All
Okay.
of a
no,
sudden,
I
when
wasn't
everybody's
expecting
when it's
questions.
recorded, all of a sudden she's quiet.
Okay, we got a quick.
No, y'all were talking about relationships. Like halfway through, I started overthinking it, so it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna.
We got
Just
6
gonna
minutes,
know
so
when I
Junkie, what's the next question?
Well, next question. I think it's
can tell
best.
you- we can just tell you
Wow.
based off of what we've been, like what we've experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's
It's
Like
as
what to
older.
look out for, the signs and all the rest of that. But I've seen people be high school sweethearts and they're still together.
They're still
Like,
together
that's
to
what
this
I'm
day.
not
But
saying
But that is an
high
old school thing.
They could be high school sweethearts, but they could still be toxic. They could still have the same mannerisms that they have in high school.
Yeah, and that
And
was
they
the
could-
main
Yeah.
thing too, because I had to tell them like I'm not the same
Toxic
girl
women,
that I was
love
in high
'em.
school.
Let me fix your
Yeah.
problems, girl. You toxic. Let me fix your problems. Come here.
I can fix
Come
it.
Come get this loving. Just don't stab me.
I
If
can
you do,
fix you.
only do it like once or twice.
Alrighty, guys. Last 6 minutes. So, everybody in here, okay, except for Jen, all the way over there. Everybody in here is streamers, and we love to stream. But I'm
Moderate.
what?
And I is the most popular, by the way.
And I is the most popular, by the way. Wait till I tell y'all who her man's is. I'm about to snitch. I'm joking.
Oh god.
So I want to know, when did you guys start?
I thought it was New
Mainly,
Year's. I thought someone just got shot.
I mainly want to know, when did you guys start streaming?
Like streaming in general, or streaming
Yes.
on TikTok? 'Cause we all stream
Oh.
on TikTok mostly.
Okay. Yeah, we could do general first.
In general,
Yeah, and then
for
when
me,
you
probably
find
like 6 years ago.
6 years. That sounds about
Because
right.
I streamed on YouTube. I went back and forth from YouTube to Twitch. I just recently gone on TikTok, and it's been easier on there.
Yeah, so much easier. I love how people like come to you. You know.
Like it recommends people. It recommends you to people a lot easier. On
Yeah.
Twitch, it's like you got to get lucky.
You gotta like,
What
yeah,
you-
people gotta like kind of find you, and like you just gotta play like the games that are popular to like
Yeah.
get there. They say
That's why
Kick
they-
is slowly getting better at it, so I might go in there because
It's
they
boring.
allow more. Oh, it's more.
That's what I didn't like about streaming on
I
Twitch or TikTok
downloaded
is
it, and there's creepers on it.
still.
On Kick,
Yeah, you get. Oh yeah, they don't really have a like people don't get banned
filter?
easy. Yeah, you can
Yes,
do
you do.
whatever. I mean, you can get banned, but it's
Otherwise.
hard. Like people be on there streaming porn and shit. Like you're
I
good.
was about to be like, oh, I can do whatever, and then you said porn, and I backed up.
It's just turned like OF.
yeah.
Oh, that's what it's turned to. I haven't used
That's what it's
Kick in so
been.
long. Oh, that's what it's been.
It's another. It's like Reddit with more live streaming.
Oh man,
But
I
go
don't
ahead,
get-
Anaya. When did you start streaming?
I gotta download Kick.
Wait, who's talking?
The very first time I streamed, it was a little bit before like last October.
Gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
But I was streaming on TikTok and then I was streaming mobile gaming because I didn't. At the time, I didn't have 1,000 followers on that other account that I have.
Yeah.
And then I stopped for a really long time. Like I just started back streaming this year, but I
Okay.
had to stream on another account.
Now, Flown, did you ever like start like sooner, or because I remember your story was you was pretty much forced into like kind of streaming a little bit.
I mean, I never streamed like on anything. I mean, I used to have a YouTube channel with my ex because we were supposed to be like
Like,
deer and Kens. Oh my gosh, you know.
oh, okay.
But hopefully that is deleted because I regret doing a YouTube channel. I really do.
Yeah.
But streaming wise, I streamed a few months ago. I'll say like this is my problem like 4
Fourth month.
months.
That's what's
I
up.
know we started at the same time. I think
Me and
on
you
TikTok.
around the same time. Yeah, but what's your story on how you became a streamer?
Well, my boyfriend streams, and then his friends streams. So they're like, "Oh, you might as well just stream Roblox since you already watching people play Roblox, and you joined them. You might as well stream it yourself." And I'm like, "No, people are not gonna like me." And then
They
he
right.
sat me down. Don't be a hater. He sat me down on this chair, put the headset, made me log into my TikTok on TikTok Studios, and he pressed play for me. And he's like, "Go ahead, play TikTok, like play a Roblox." I'm like, "They're not gonna like me." And this before I even had webcam and all that stuff.
Ah,
And literally, like it was like 12 o'clock at night, and I had like 3 views. I gained 3 followers. I was really proud of myself because I had like 500 followers, and
That's
now I'm
crazy.
at 1,000. So
I started with
Woo.
0. I made my
insane.
TikTok and I immediately started streaming on it.
which
There
is
was
crazy.
nothing in between.
how
The
long
only
Which is
ago?
crazy.
How long ago was that?
Like 3 months ago, 2, 3 months ago.
2, 3. Okay, so we all started about the same time. So, Anaya, when did you say you started again? Like for TikTok? For TikTok.
Well, on my other profile, I started last year. On this one, I started about a couple of months ago as
A couple
well.
months ago. Okay, so we're all around the same time. Cause so I had my TikTok account for since 2019, I'll say, but like I wasn't really like posting anything. I was just there, just watching the videos because it was
That's
a new
true.
thing. But yeah, and then I
The only
figured out
reason,
I
the
figured
only
out I
reason I'm
could
here
go
is
live.
because Yuki found me.
Yeah, but
Hmm?
all right,
That's the
guys,
only reason I'm here is because Yuki found me on TikTok.
do an outro, Blur.
Me do an outro? I don't
Yeah.
know the outro. Hold on. Okay.
We
Think
don't
you
have
got-
an outro.
Oh, okay. Well, this is our first
Hi.
episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's just us yapping.
And the other
Professional
episodes will
yapping.
also be us yapping, but with
Us
more
yapping,
editing.
but with way more and better. Like, we're just seeing how this will go. We'll be a
Ain't too
lot
bad.
more confident in this one.
We're
Anyways,
all need
we
more
appreciate
talk.
y'all tuning in to another episode, or to our first episode of Roundup Podcast. Stay tuned for whenever we upload this again. We will see you in the next episode. Keep it frosty. Later.
It's
Bye.
beautiful. I love it. Hey guys, this is Junkie and Blue here. I just wanted to say thank you for watching our very first episode.
We added some funny editing for the intro of the video. If you guys like it and want more, let us know. Once again, from Blore for Junkie and the whole Roundup crew, have a great day, and we will see you in the next episode.